Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here, and I'm just getting set up, making sure you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments down below if you can hear me. I'm just getting a few things set up here in this red world of cryptocurrency. So I see a few people coming on now. We'll just let a few more people get on. There's no real topic for today. It's just a general discussion. What's going on, Richard? Hey, Summit. Dark. Cutter. Yeah, I figured that the baby image was fairly good for how I'm feeling, how a lot of other people are probably feeling as well. That's good. People can hear me. Thanks, Tim. Thanks, Sash. Yeah, I'm getting questions all the time. Have I sold all my cryptocurrency? What am I doing? And I'm kind of having the same conversation with a lot of different people through Telegram and emails and everything like that. So here we are. I'll talk here. I want everyone in the comments to interact as well. Let me know what you guys think is going on, what your strategies are. Because look, no matter what anyone tells you, there is not one person in the world right now that can tell you that Bitcoin is going to turn around at a certain price, or it's going to start going up, or it's all over. It's definitely over. Nobody can tell you that for sure. So everyone's going to have different opinions. Everyone's going to have different strategies. What I will share here is what I am personally doing. Look, everyone has to make their own decisions on what they are going to do with their currency, whether they're going to sell it off, keep it, buy altcoins. Look at this as a discount, like a Black Friday for cryptocurrency. Well, an extended one, because this is going on a long time now. Hey guys, lots of people coming on in the comments now. Chainsaw Texas. Yeah, Texas is really taken out against the lending. Anonymous. Not sure if that's aimed at me or someone else. If it's aimed at me, then why don't you just get off this channel? Massacre, yep. Bankers, yeah, a lot of the banks are turning, well, not turning against crypto. They've always been against crypto, and what they're doing now is trying to flex their muscles with stopping people from buying. Let's just get rid of this guy here. Remove. Make sure that doesn't block him. Oh, okay. So just wait till it bottoms out. Yeah, for me, okay, so what I'm doing is I have not sold any of my Bitcoin yet. Well, I have sold some to buy Ethereum. I have not cashed any of it out. Probably if I had to foresee what was coming, then I would have transferred a lot of it into USDT last week and then bought Bitcoin when it dropped. But I left it all. I held it off exchanges to, I suppose, remove that temptation. So what I have been doing is just keeping the Bitcoin. I have bought up some Ethereum as well. I'm also looking at currencies like Tron and Cardano. I'm trying to buy up some of them because I do think when the market turns around that they will be some of the ones that will skyrocket off. What's the comments? Just wait till it bottoms out. Yeah, I think it has to bottom out at some stage. I know there's a lot of people are telling you that it is completely over. Cryptocurrency is dead. Get out while you still can. But for me, I believe in cryptocurrency. I think it's going to turn around, so I will be holding out. Best time to buy all in. Yeah. Bitcoin info. How's it going? Banks controlling the media. Hold. Why would one buy USDT? The reason that people would buy USDT is because you can convert on the exchanges. You can convert your Bitcoin into USDT. You can convert some other currencies as well. But if you think, so when Bitcoin, you can see right now it's at 6,800. This was right down at 6,000 earlier on today, but it's had a small bit of an increase in the last hour. But for people who converted their USDT, I know some people who did at $12,000 and $13,000 per Bitcoin, they can now come back in with their USDT and buy pretty much double the Bitcoin that they had before. So that's why some people would convert to USDT. 1 cent Tron, yeah, that to me, that is a very, very good buy. Crypto is not dead. No, I do not think that crypto is dead. The fear of the market is a good sign. The bottom could be near. Yeah, I don't think it can go much further down at the minute. But look, who knows? I'll look at some of the charts in a minute, but I'll also explain what my thoughts are on technical analysis at this stage and how much it's actually worth. You know, Korea and Japan bought in for, and media all of a sudden talking about Bitcoin. It's kind of obvious this has to happen to make Bitcoin unattractable. Yep, there is loads of different areas, loads of different people working against Bitcoin, to me, to bring it right down, and then you're going to see a lot of big guys coming in at the bottom to buy up. Bitcoin going back up in March. Yeah, towards the end of February, March is my own thoughts on it. They're making jokes about Bitcoin. It was an attack by the governments. Thoughts on IdeaCoin. IdeaCoin is not looking good. They have been shit on communication. I think their exchange is meant to be out any day now. If it could be out already. I've been kind of out of the loop for the last 2 days. I took a little bit of time away, as much as possible. I was still checking Blockfolio, but I took a bit of time away, so I'm kind of catching up today. Current price of Bitcoin is going up. Let's refresh. Where is Nick? Not sure who Nick is. Not sure if that's someone here or something else. Bitcoin is here because of the slave making money economy or money system. BTC will go down to the Chinese New Year. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about we will see a lot more buyers coming back in then. Yeah, I did say about Torn that I would do a giveaway. Currently, they have not opened up the transfer of Torn coin yet, so I can't do the giveaway yet because I can't actually give away any of the coins until they open that up, but I will be doing that. We need the whales to come in and stop. Novalend is going on sale today. Their ICO is starting. Unfortunately, it's a bad time. Hopefully, if we see a bit of a spike in Bitcoin today, that will encourage some people to buy into some of the ICOs. But people are very scared to buy into ICOs right now because the Bitcoin that they had last week, or say 2 weeks ago, it's now only worth half of what they had. So there is a bit of a pullback on people buying. Novalend as well, they put out an update this morning to say that they are considering turning into a staking platform. They are letting the members of the community vote. I think they gave 3 different options. So we'll go through that in a separate video, but if you check their Telegram, they are giving people the option of whether we want them to convert to a staking platform or stay as lending, or what we want to do. Devor, I don't know. Look, Devor aren't letting... I've been converting my interest into Devor coin. I wanted to stockpile a bit, but now I have 3,000 Devor sitting in my account and I can't even sell 100 coins. So Devor, I'm not sure what exactly is going to happen there. As well as that, I have my loans. I have substantial loans in there. So to be honest, I don't know where Devor is going. I would not tell anyone to put money into it right now because we don't know what's happening. They got their cease and desist this week, in the last few days, from Texas as well as BitConnect. So the next week or so is going to be interesting. Devor, that was 25 cents. I do hope, yes, I really hope that they will come back, stand strong and come back. But the reality of it is we don't know. We just have to wait and see what they do. Glenn, you only lose if you sell. I do agree with that to a certain extent, and for me, I am holding, as I said, the only ones that I've bought is Ethereum, and I have some buy orders in for Tron and Cardano. But just be careful with the thing of people tell you don't sell, don't sell, don't sell. Everyone has to make their own decisions. So if the money that you have in there is vital to you, well, in the first place, you should not be putting in money into crypto that you can't afford to lose. But if the money that you have in there is down for your payments next week or next month or something like that, then maybe you do need to look at all your options and consider then. Because it could be a while before it comes back up. I do think it's going to come back up, but some people cannot hold out long enough for that. What do I think? That was Devore we talked. What do I think about ETC? Do you mean Ethereum Classic on ETC? It's one I haven't. I had some Ethereum Classic earlier last year, and I kind of sold it off because I was sick of waiting for it to come up. So I haven't been following it in the last while, to be honest. Devore nearly down to €1 now. Devore is actually down at, I'll tell you right now, it's down at 24 cent on their own internal exchange right now. Let me try and sell as I'm talking here. No, I'm getting an error message telling me unable to create sell order when I try and sell. So they're trying to control the market, but in reality what that does is, yes, it controls it to a certain extent, but it also creates a lot of FUD and a lot of fear when people can't actually sell their coins as well. Next up, where are we? Where was that about? Devore, yeah. Lend Connect all the way, to a certain degree. I do like Lend Connect. I have a fairly nice sum of Lend Connect coins as well that I'm holding out. I have a small loan. Well, I have a $5,000 loan in Lend Connect, and I'm holding coins as well. As soon as people wake up to see that fiat is worth nothing, just a promise. Yeah, I think later on this year, people who sell their crypto will end up being sorry about it. But as I say, everyone needs to look at their own situation. Do they need that money right now, or can they take the chance and hold on for later in the year? Big TC didn't go down last Chinese New Year. How is it going down this time? This time the difference is, well, it did go down. If you look at January last year, it did go down, but it did start to recover by this time last year. The difference this year is there's a lot of banks, there's a lot of outside forces now sees how big cryptocurrency got in the last year, and they're trying to control it somewhat. There's a lot of big guys coming in. There's Wall Street is starting to look at cryptocurrency now, so there's a lot more money in cryptocurrency this time, or now, right now, than there was this time last year. So that's why things are not just following the exact trends of last year. But yes, it did go down last January. This year is different. There's a lot more money in it. There's a lot more big guys trying to control things. Banks are getting more scared now that people might actually change to cryptocurrency, and they might actually look at it as a complete alternative. So there's a lot more manipulation in the markets than this time last year. When I'm going to wait till after the ICO for Novalend to give out them tokens. That's for that free giveaway. So the video is there if anyone wants to put their ERC20 wallet below it. Joe says to switch off and detach from the crypto space, even though it's hard. Checking it every day. Yeah, look, it's been an absolute nightmare logging in to check accounts, checking Blockfolio. Blockfolio is the best and the worst app in the world. It's great when the market is bullish and everything's going up and you're looking into it to see how much you've made. But in this type of market, when it's going down, it is an emotional roller coaster being involved in cryptocurrency. So if you can step away from it for a while, then it is definitely a good thing to do. I took 2 days away there, Saturday and Sunday, went away for the night. I was still checking in on the prices every now and then, but I wasn't checking in every 5 minutes like I do when I'm here at the laptop. Bottom line, technology will never go away. Yep, I think people need to start focusing on what the technology is behind each individual cryptocurrency as well, because cryptocurrencies have gone, people look at them now just as a way to make money, but people need to start looking back at the technology that cryptocurrencies bring in, that the blockchain technology that is there, how that can be brought into our everyday lives. So when you're looking at ICOs, look at the value they're bringing and not just a quick flip. Some of them will still look at a quick flip, but some of the more long-term ones, there are some brilliant ideas out there. So start looking at the actual tech behind the coins as well. Masses are still hooked on fiat slavery. Yeah, look, people still look at it that the money in your bank is the only thing that really matters. I see that mindset, but for me, I hold a lot of assets in cryptocurrency as well. Do you have money? Yeah, I do have MoneyX. I have about 3,000 of them. I was hoping that the price on the exchange would be a lot higher than it is. I think it's trading around 150 or something like that. I haven't sold anything. I might try and sell something later on if it can get up to $2 or $3 just to get that seed capital back out. When did the board get served? Sometime in the last few days. If you go searching on the Texas regulator's website, you should see the PDF for it as well. Falcon Coin I haven't been following. I know last week there was a lot of people who were interested in Falcon Coin and they were talking about it because you could get it around $1 and loan it then at $10, but I haven't followed it since, so I don't even know what price it's at the minute. I don't have anything on it. Hextra Coin, again, I'm not in Hextra Coin. It's not one that I think is going to last much longer from everything that has been coming out about it. Token Pay, I like Token Pay. I'm holding Token Pay until at least June, July this year, and then I'll look at the price then and see where it's at. What is eCoin? I'm not sure. I think there's an education service called eCoin or something like eCoin. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. Hopefully Bitcoin will be at 40,000 by the end of the year with all the whales coming in. Hey, I'd take 40. Right now I'd take 30. But we'll see where it goes. I do think that 20 towards the middle of this year is definitely possible. And then if we can break that 20,000 psychological barrier, then the 30, 40s are within sight then. It is to get up there. The next psychological barrier we have to get back up above is 10,000. And then maybe getting back up to the 20. It'll struggle to get by 20 for a while in my opinion. But if we can break it, then I don't see any barriers then. Keeping everything in Ven, REQ and Quash. There are actually 3 that I don't own at the minute, David. Ven is good. The other 2 I'm not actually sure. I haven't got into them at all. But I will look into them. Cheers to that, David. How can Texas shut down DAV if they're in a different country? They can't effectively shut them down, but they can start investigating them. And what DAV need to do is they need to come out and stop accepting US members into the site for now, at least, until they can get everything straightened out. Whether they're going to do it or not, I don't know, because any of these platforms that accept US members they're just inviting on the regulations from the US, because the US has a lot of regulations that other countries don't have, and it can do a lot of damage to the platforms. But then the US brings a huge market as well, so when the US is involved, it obviously brings the price of everything up as well. Market is recovering now, and what is the reason? I wouldn't say the market's recovering just yet. So look, the last hour we look at it here, yes, we have a lot of green, which is great to see. But for me, I wouldn't call this a recovery yet. When we were doing a live stream last week, what was it at? Was it at something around 10,000? And we had bounced off the 10,000 twice, I think, in my live stream. So to me, I thought, okay, we're starting to get some support and it should go up from there. So I'm not going to call a recovery yet or anything like that, because in reality we're still way down on the 24 hours and on the 7-day. So we'll go into some charts now in a few minutes, take the last few comments. So thoughts on Quantum. Quantum is a decent coin as well. It's not one that I own. And to be honest, it's not one that I know a whole lot about, only that I have heard it mentioned in a few of the Signal groups and a few of the mastermind groups that I'm in. Did I sell? No, I didn't sell any of my Bitcoin. I converted a small amount into Ethereum, and I have some buy orders in for Tron and Cardano, but I didn't sell off Bitcoin yet. Look, if I had to convert it to USDT last week, I could have doubled my Bitcoin within 10 days, but that's if only we had a crystal ball to be able to look back and see. As well, guys, if anyone's getting value from this, please give the video a like down below. It helps my channel, as well as lets me know that these type of conversations, answering questions, just answering any way that I can, is something that is liked from the channel. As well as that, look, I am definitely not a guru in here. I am giving you guys my opinion, just not a financial advisor or anything like that. I share what my thoughts are, but anytime you guys are investing, you need to always do research outside of any YouTuber's video, because no one on YouTube is able to tell you what's right in your circumstances or your situation. So if we look at, okay, so let's see how the recovery, there's Ethereum, Bitcoin. The reason that I was buying Ethereum earlier in the week was because you could see Ethereum versus Bitcoin had come down. So obviously, if we look at the USD value, let's get rid of that. So if we look at the USD value, we'll change to the day. It was plummeting down, but the price of Ethereum versus Bitcoin was actually staying fairly solid. So the price of it against the USD was falling just because of the price of Bitcoin was falling. So when you are actually going in to buy coins right now, if you're going in to buy them, don't just consider the USD price. So we're looking at Tron. Tron is down to 1-2 cent at the minute. But what you need to do is look at the price against Bitcoin. So if I look at, here's Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So overall, the price has still been in a decent uptrend against Bitcoin, even though when you look at it against the US dollar, the price is plummeting down. But the price is plummeting because Bitcoin is coming down. So what I was doing was, I was looking here, I bought 97, somewhere around there on this day here. That is where I bought some Ethereum. And then I came back in again yesterday evening and I bought up around 99 at the time. So what I was doing was I was trying to buy on these pullbacks. So the pullbacks against the Bitcoin price, rather than looking at the USD chart, I was looking at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, because I do think Bitcoin is going to go up, and once Bitcoin goes up, obviously the USD price of Ethereum should go up as well. So just take that into account when you're looking at these prices. Always consider what the Bitcoin price is, because overall the Bitcoin price, when Bitcoin's going down, it's going to affect the USD price of a coin. So if you have a coin that the Bitcoin price is going down on that, on that altcoin, and well, the USD price is going to be going down, but if you find one that the altcoin price is going down as well, that's where I will be trying to buy rather than just buying on the USD price. Take a drink. Why do coins so why do all the coins go up and down at the same price? So what I was saying there about, I think Dave, what I was saying there about the Bitcoin price will have an effect on all altcoins. So when you see Bitcoin going down, then that is bringing the USD value down in all other coins, because the majority of coins are still pinned back to Bitcoin. Cheers, David, appreciate the feedback. Thanks, Frosted Flakes, appreciate that. Thanks, V. Yeah, Cutter says always trade for BTC Satoshis, which is what I was saying there. Look at the Bitcoin price of your altcoin and not just looking at the USD price of it. Should you buy Novalend? To be honest, that is something everyone needs to decide for themselves. It's an ICO, it's risky, it's a lending platform, so it's extra risky. I've already bought in the pre-ICO. I personally will probably still buy some more in the actual ICO as well. In some of the earlier rounds that are 50, 60 or even 70 cent is where I will try to buy. I'm watching the Bitcoin price before I buy. Well, actually, I will probably buy with Ethereum. And if you are buying, I would say look at buying with Ethereum, because your Ethereum hasn't dropped near as much as Bitcoin has in USD value. So that's Novalend. So Qatar is saying not until they vote on what they're going to do. Yes, that's a good idea too, to wait and see what the future of the platform is going to hold. Is the platform going to be a staking platform? Is it going to be lending or staking? Sorry, going hoarse here. So as well, I'll touch on staking and lending and all that in a few minutes, because a lot of platforms are looking at becoming staking, and staking isn't all that it's made out to be either. When the Lend Connect exchange opens, they will remove it off Coin Exchange. Yes, they have talked about doing that, and personally I think that is a shit move. I think they should be leaving it on Coin Exchange as well, since it is already there. Newer platforms, should they go on to external exchanges? It doesn't really make any difference for lending or staking platforms if they do, because the majority of action happens on their own platform. But I think when Lend Connect are already on there, if they pull themselves off the exchange, then it's going to look bad for the coin. That because they're there already, they should just leave it there. When do I think the market will bounce? It's hard to call. I thought it would have bounced by now, but the FUD keeps coming out. Look, so if we look at technical analysis on it, you could have looked, this is a day chart on Bitcoin. So you could have looked that, where are we? Somewhere around here should have been a bit of a support level. That's around the 12,000 mark. It should have came back up. Down here was a decent bit of support as well. We had at the $8,700 mark. But again, it shot down through it. You see, the problem with looking at technical analysis is, within cryptocurrency, you can use it to a certain degree, but there is also so many external factors that the currency markets, the Forex markets, don't have just as much of. Within cryptocurrency, you've got a lot of normal, everyday people have put their money into cryptocurrency, and they put it into Bitcoin. They've seen the big highs up here, 10k plus, even up at 19k. And everyone came in with their credit cards and they fired money into Bitcoin and everything like that. And then when the market starts to just slide like this, like it is a major downtrend at the minute. When the market starts going like this, technical analysis gets thrown out the window a bit. You can still get some idea of levels. Like I have one level down here at 5,185. If it breaks that, then we are looking at, I don't know, let's look. You could come back right back down to 3,000. But the reason the technical analysis goes out is because people get scared. It's emotional. And because within Forex, it's a lot of professional traders that are trading. And to a certain degree, they can take the emotions out of it. But when you get into cryptocurrency and you have the everyday normal people that have got into cryptocurrency, emotions are not as controlled. When they see the market plummeting, when they hear mainstream media talking about the bubble is burst, everything's gone, then everyone starts to panic, they start to sell, they start to throw away their Bitcoin, throw away their cryptocurrencies, and unfortunately a lot of people will get burned because they are panic selling. Even if they held on and waited for a bit of a spike and then sold, they wouldn't be so bad. But a lot of people are panic selling, so trying to find the bottom is very hard. It's going to take the whales to actually come into the market, start buying, start getting a little bit of an uptrend before people get some confidence again. At that stage, a lot of the people, the normal people who had bought in up here on the highs, will already have sold at big losses. They'll be scared out of the market. They'll be spreading more FUD that Bitcoin, it's a scam, it's this, it's that. So it does bring a lot of that outside forces in that are just unpredictable. There's too much emotion in it, and that is why you cannot define and say, here is the bottom. If you were looking at a Forex chart now, you could to a certain degree look and say, well, here is the standing point where it is held for so many years and it should not pass. With Bitcoin, it's a completely different story. So that is my thoughts on where the market will bounce, if it will bounce at all. Litecoin is another one that I have been watching. It's one that I don't, well actually no, I think I own maybe one Litecoin in some of my Exodus wallets. But it's one that I am considering buying into. That's a 1 hour chart. Let's look. So you can see here was the huge pump that they had back in December. And it has held stable enough in the last few days. It's on a big uptrend. If it comes back down here and can test this level and bounces, then personally I will be thinking about buying into Litecoin there as well and getting a nice stash of Litecoin. So guys, I think the questions are starting to dry up. I will try and do more live streams. As I say, I'm not some guru that's going to tell you this is the point where you buy. I'm telling you my opinions and also telling you do not believe any one person out there that's telling you this is the magic answer that everyone's looking for. Is like, when is Bitcoin going to stop falling? Is Bitcoin dead? Nobody has that answer. It needs a market consensus. To me, what's going to turn this around is the whales coming in at the bottom. So where they decide the bottom is, we don't really know. I'm holding my Bitcoin because I don't want to try and sell it now, thinking that I'm going to buy in lower. To me, I don't know how much lower it can actually go. As I said, the level around just over 5,000 to me is the next huge support level if you were looking at it technically. And then after that, it could come right down to 3,000 if that is not fulfilled. So if you were new to crypto, which 3 coins would you go out and buy? New to crypto, I'd be looking at Bitcoin. I also like Tron, Cardano as well. Ethereum, I think overall will keep going. Cardano has a lot of similarities to Ethereum, and it's only something like 24 cents at the minute. So they would be ones I'd look at. Litecoin as well is fairly good, and I think has a lot of upward potential once this market can turn around. Torncoin, we are waiting on them to launch lending later this week. With this crazy market at the minute, I don't know the future for them or any lending platform really. We will have to wait and see. In order for any of them to be successful, Bitcoin will have to turn around and start going up. Novaland, awesome. Yeah, I do really like Novaland that they have their exchange. They have everything ready. They are ready to hit the market as soon as the ICO finishes. They have the exchange. They have lending. Everything already done, ready to go live. So I do think they will have a good future. Yeah, actually Forex says there about NEO as well. NEO is another good one. I am a long-term holder of NEO. So that is another good one to have a look at. And at the minute, NEO is really well down. Let's have a look at it here. Let's refresh and take a look at NEO, what kind of price it's at. So NEO is around $90 at the minute. The other ones that were mentioned there, PPT, Populous, is actually one that I haven't done much research on, but it is one I have heard a lot of. Icon is one that I'm sorry I didn't buy the ICO. It's another one that I will try and get soon. OMG is a long-term hold of mine. It's had a big fall like everything else in the last while. I might stock up, I'm not sure. Verge is another one that I like. And I am slowly stocking back up on Verge after a stupid selling mistake last November. What else jumps out? Veritas is another one that a lot of people like. I personally don't own any of it. What else is here? Let's go back up. Yeah, they will be the coins that I'm looking at. EOS is another one. I have a very small sum of it. If it took another big plunge, then it's one that I would potentially buy into as well. We can see Tron there around the 3 cent at the minute. VeChain, very popular coin, has potentially a very big upside to come as well. When you are going to give the prices at Novaland, not sure what you mean by that one, Zeus. They have already put the prices out there. They're 50 cent in the first round and then going up by 10 cent every round after that. Missed this one. Monetize versus Torn. Who's the best? I really like Monetize. The guys behind it, Marcus, the guy who I had a bit of a chat with, is very knowledgeable in his area. I like that they are not trading. They're not claiming to be trading and everything like that. So I think they have a very good chance. Thorncoin, I went heavy into. I bought a lot of coins in it. So I do think they have a lot of potential as well. Data and Poet, says Joe. Two that I haven't looked into, but I know Joe does a lot of research. So they're two that are probably worth having a look at as well. Might buy Tron 900 for $60. Yeah, I think Tron are very good at their marketing. So as soon as the market takes a bit of an uptrend, I think you will see a lot of marketing coming out from Tron, and they will really push themselves up. Joe is saying Mercury as well. It's a protocol. Protocols are always good. It's not something I have looked at. Buying Dropple. Actually, I forgot Dropple was tomorrow. Dropple is another one I think has a lot of potential. It's the same type of idea as lending, but they actually have a real bot behind it. They are giving us realistic income as well, or realistic returns as well. So Dropple is another decent one for people to have a look at. Don't really know much about Tron. Just logged into Binance one day and... oh, nice one. Nice to get 500 for free. Data I haven't looked at. That's one that Joe set up above here to look at. So it's one I will look into after this. But to be honest, it's not one I've looked at yet. Don't overlook NAS. NAS, again, is not one that I have looked at. NAS. Oh, Neebulous. Sorry. Yes, this is one that a lot of people tell me to get into, and it's not one that I have been able to get into yet because I've always been looking for pullbacks. But yes, this is another decent coin. Let's look at data. So this is the one, I think this is the one you mentioned, Joe. It's not one that I've heard of, but it's one that I will look at. Don't overlook that. Tron, Technology Coin. Opinion about Bitfinex. Bitfinex, yet again, Bitfinex are having more technical issues, just like the ICO. So, I don't know. I don't know if they'll make it in the long term. I would be, or I will be, trying to get my capital out as soon as possible. Am I a Munster fan? I suppose I would be to a certain degree. I'm not from Munster, but I do follow rugby. Have to love Sexton's kick there on Saturday night. One of the best drop goals that I have seen. So HN, Joe says no, that's not the one. So I don't know, maybe there's another one. Oh, sorry, here's another data. Okay, is this the one? Hope markets start recovering now. 3 hours ago it was that. Now it's that. 50 billion. Okay, I think this is the one, Joe. Okay. Joe says this one is a good one to look at. I do trust Joe's research, so it's one that you guys could look into. I'll look into it as well. And Poet is the other one. Where am I? Looked at Nova. I think they're having too many days of the ICO. It's not individual days for Novalend. What they're doing is every time it sells out, the next round will start 4 hours later. I have asked them, can they even reduce that gap? And they might do it in some of the later rounds. But it's not individual days. Cork accents. No, definitely not a Cork accent. Bubble Tone is interesting. Bubble Tone isn't one that I've seen. We'll take a look at that. Yes, Sexton is a beast. You really have to have some balls to try a drop goal from 42 meters out on a day like that as well, where the legs are dead at the end of a game. It was just unbelievable. Google AdWords. So DTA is Google AdWords decentralized. That's good. Okay, so What was the last one? Opinion on Zilliqa. Zilliqa isn't one that I've heard of either, to be honest, John. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the list that people have asked here. I will take a look at as many of them as I can after this, and I will be able to talk about them then in the next video because I will have a bit of a background. I'm not going to bluff people here and tell you, oh yes, such a coin or this or that if I haven't looked at it. It's pointless. So look guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully this has been useful. If anyone's new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We will do more of these. I will do one later in the week, possibly, what day are we now? Tuesday. Friday, definitely by Friday. If I haven't done one earlier in the week, we'll do a live stream on Friday. Get back into these, ask more questions. Them two ICOs, Crypto Maximus, are two that I haven't looked at either. Or no, your name is ICO. Yeah, I haven't looked at them. GRX is dead, I think. I don't see GRX coming back. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button down below. Give the video a like if you got any value from this. When it renders and goes up, the live stream unfortunately goes away because that's just the way YouTube works. But you guys can leave fresh comments then. So thanks for watching guys. I'll talk to you on the next video. And I'll see you guys in the Telegram group. Anyone who is in it already. Thanks for watching.